Welcome to another Strategic Thinking episode. These episodes cover topics related to business, industry and the economy, and also your place in it and the organisation that you work for, that you serve, that you're associated with, their place in it, and how that you and that organisation can achieve long-term success. These episodes are about creating a pathway to the future. This episode is about the city you serve or work in. It's about how you respond to the changing local economy. Specifically, it's how you prevent stagnation and decline, how you look forward and promote what's likely to change in the years ahead. Let's do a bit of a thought experiment. Here you are in the 1910s. What would you be concerned about regarding business education, other business support services? Compare that with the 1960s. What would you have been concerned about regarding business support services and education? Well, in the former, it would have been more around agricultural support. And in the 1960s, in the latter, it would have been more around local manufacturing and heavy manufacturing. You see, the economy is always changing. You know, consider this. 50 years ago, it was 50-50. 50% of people were involved in manufacturing and producing things, and 50% of people were involved in the service economy. 50 years later, that ratio is 85-15. That there's 85% of us are involved in the service economy and only 15 in producing things. And also consider this, in the 10 years to 2016, there's been an enormous increase in the output of our services in the service sector of our economy. You know, change is always apparent, and we need to be looking forward and preparing for what lies ahead to prevent that stagnation, to prevent the decline of the local economy, to open up the opportunities for the new businesses that are coming in time ahead. So, how do we prepare for what lies ahead? You know, it's unfortunately sometimes we approach this like a financial product we're buying, that past performance is no predictor of future performance. You know, it's almost as if it's this, that we say to ourselves, well, this is what worked in the past, well, and this is what will work in the future. Well, as we've seen, the 1910s, we would have been concerned with these sorts of different things than the 1960s, and now in the 2010s and the early part of the 21st century, we should be thinking ahead and forward. What are the different things that we should be concerned about to actually support and to prevent decline and to prevent stagnation and to actually open up opportunities of the future? So perhaps what we might do, we might see a rising trend of the maker community, and we say, oh yeah, this is what it is, and focus on supporting that. Or we might look at social enterprise and say, yes, this is where we need to. But with my PhD and with what I'm currently studying and with other areas, it's actually in the tradable goods. It's actually in that knowledge economy where our economies will grow, where our communities will grow. Yes, social enterprise is important and there's great things happening there. Yes, maker enterprises. But what's actually happening in the knowledge economy? What's actually happening to produce tradable goods that will actually benefit everybody? And determining these risks and opportunities, these things that are coming over the horizon, we can't ask those standard strategic development decisions of what should we do and when should we do it. We should actually ask two different questions: what seems to be happening and what might we need to do? And by asking those two questions, it then opens up to us, oh, hang on, these are the risks, these are the opportunities which are starting to emerge, these are the risks we need to mitigate, these are the opportunities which we can start to think about exploiting. So this is strategic thinking. This is strategic foresight. This is actually a foresight methodology of actually discovering, and there are specific models for this, actually discovering, hey, this is how we can actually prepare for what's coming ahead. Now, as an aside, I mentioned this tradable sector. Yes, you've got the maker community and the social enterprise, but this tradable sector, what you can actually do, what you should actually focus on, and the new way and a different way to think about this is, yes, it's the innovation sector, if you will, but really it's the knowledge economy, and breaking that down into three parts. The knowledge economy is about the production, distribution, and application of knowledge. So as you're going through and thinking about the future of your city, the future of your area, what businesses need to, and how you can actually survive and thrive, think about it this way. How can we produce knowledge in our area? How can we distribute knowledge? And how can we get knowledge applied? Three distinct areas. But let's come back to the focus of this episode and how you can improve the future prospects for your local economy, or that local city, that local area, is by actually thinking about the future. Strategic foresight, looking over the horizon. That's how you can see those risks, see those opportunities which are coming ahead. And it's not the old questions of what should we do and when should we do it. Rather, there's two critical questions you should be asking. What seems to be happening, and what might we need to do? Thanks for watching, and all the best for these decisions and this thinking that you need to make.